Today we are going to discuss a very interesting model with the presence of its creator. This model explores how individual needs and group performance interact in a unique way. So let's start our conversation with a brief introduction from you. It would be great if you could share a bit about yourself for those watching our video.
I'm Shaoni Wang. I work as a postdoc nowadays in University of Groningen. It's in the Netherlands. And nowadays the project is it's nothing to do with the previous model. And now actually my current work is more focused on opinion dynamics. So it's like individual opinions, how individuals' opinions form and how their opinions vary and change because of interactions with other connected neighbors or other related people.
Yeah. Interesting. So my first question is that can you explain in simple term what your model is about and why you created it?
Yeah. Actually, the model is intended to develop for helping me explore the dynamics of teams concerning task allocation. And we create the framework on the basis of the IPO model, like input, process, output model. And the input of the team system, we take tasks as this input. And the process, the main process procedure, within the team as a whole. And so this team compromise of several or multiple individuals. And the output could be the performance at a group level.
So your explanation, makes me curious about the practical applications. So can you share any specific scenarios where your model could be directly applied?
Actually, this model is developed for not just a simple or traditional work teams. It's for knowledge intensive team. Imagine that there is a scientific research project, and in your team you have 5 members included, and some people are very good at writing the introduction, and the other one are very good at formalizing the model part, and the third one, the third individual, is very much good at some programming, something like that, and the other one are very good at writing the thesis, right? And each people will have their very specific skills, but these different tasks I just mentioned cannot be separated with each other because people need to talk with each other and try to support each other, right?
So I believe that dealing with such complex issues must have been difficult. And my question is, did you face any challenges, or were there any moments you felt stuck for this model, and how did you overcome them?
In terms of the challenges, I would say a lot. At the beginning of encountering this research question is difficult because I don't know, because I have no experience working in organization or something, because I am a researcher, and it's kind of separated with people really work in the companies or in the institutions. And I have to talk with people, try to formalize, and to know how the process, how the task performing process, what is that? And so I have to formalize the different process of this, and then the model part is different. It's like yeah, you have to search for the proper theories as a foundation. And also, before I encounter agent-based modeling, I can have several different choices, and agent-based modeling is just one of them, and why I make the determination of agent-based modeling, and yeah, something like that. So, and then, like, after the model creation, and then we should develop the model in some platform, and we could have several, right? And NetLogo is one of the platforms for creating agent-based modeling. And finally, I chose NetLogo because it is easier for me to get started and have a very rich model library for me to explore the functionality of this platform.
So let's talk about the insights of your model. So your model measures team performance, and based on the underlying mechanisms of this model, could you share some insights on how individual needs affect these outcomes?
And the first one is about the motivation threshold, because I just mentioned the people should get motivated on a particular task, and this motivation threshold, it's very much can determine an individual being motivated or not being motivated. And I can explore this parameter and how this parameter, the value of this parameter, affects the output of this model. And the second one is about because in this model, I consider three different foundational motivation needs, right? The need for autonomy, need for competence, and the need for belongingness. And for I can explore how much the single need can affect on the outcome. Just like if the individual very much emphasize the need for autonomy, something like the individual only want being autonomous in the group, and how this kind of characteristics influence the performance. Or I can explore the need for competence. If the competence dominates the overall motivation, something like the individual only wants being fully competent for the task, and how this kind of emphasis influence performance, and also being belongingness. And some people are very much related to others, and very much appreciate being related to others, something like that.
So let's talk about archiving this model on comsys.net to make it available to other people. But my question is, what motivated you to make your model accessible to others? And can you discuss any specific feedback or challenges you faced in making the model available to others using this platform?
Yeah, because the first time I know the Comsys website, I learned a lot from this website. That's one of the motivation for me to get my model published. And the second reason is because the journal really require us to publish the model.
So did you have any challenges, in the process of archiving your model on commons.net?
Oh, yeah, of course. Like for archiving the model, publish the model on a Comstats website. So first of all, yeah, it's not like a model for myself using, because I want other users also understand or replicate the model with the model. And yeah, first of all, it's about the annotation. Like it's because like when I coding, so maybe I do not use like very standardized language or procedures, because yeah, it's just to follow the process of the modeling. And yeah, for publishing the model, I have to make it readable to users. So I add a lot of annotation to the coding process, and also I try to separate the different blocks. Like for each block have a very specific functionality, and then yeah, like to call different blocks to make the model run as I expected, and to make it easier extended.
Okay. Thank you so much for sharing your insights and experience with us. And your work is truly great. And thanks again for joining us.
Thank you.